The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bruins will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's loose. Loose in the middle. He's loose. At the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Thomas. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. When you look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You need to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pressure coming, and he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, 3rd in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Underwood. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A low-line drive and not his best work. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bruins.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Underwood. Works the middle. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's McCulley. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running to the left. Powers through the defender. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the Wolverines get it past the sticks. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get the stick...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Snagged in the middle, it's Haynes. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. They make the stop after the catch, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 10.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. We'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Pocket breaking down. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. looking to fire. Rushes on him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 7 over Florida State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle.
Makes it past the marker. The Bruins will move the sticks with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. A first down for the offense. Snap in the shotgun. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires it down the seam. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Dropping back, it's Underwood. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's one-on-one. Stop the run first.
Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's in open space downfield.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, going up top. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Power football with the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Back to pass on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's McCulley. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On third down, he drops the throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they got the lead here in the second half.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A 70-yard touchdown. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Off the play fake. Bring in the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going for it all. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Bruins will punt this one away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. The short hands, it's Simpson. A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to keep the drive alive. Turning on the Jets. It's a running room. Touchdown Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense putting points on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. the pick six.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Going deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The Bruins want to crank the tempo. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Michigan! And they turn it into a defensive score. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the tight end. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passionate, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The give to the tailback. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quickly out to the tight end. Ball's out.
And there's a couple parts to the lateral, right? It's when the guy's pitching it and you're hitting him and causing a bad pitch, or it's just a pitch. But either way, trying to get hands on the football, trying to disrupt the timing of the pitch, disrupt the timing of the catch. That job of the defense, getting to the carrier fast to make something happen.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. Haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 11 over the Bluebirds. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Cox. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient, had been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. First down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. How in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding, a small throw's not going to get it done. A deep ball down the field, give yourself a chance to make a play, and by gosh, they do it.
Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Gonna look downfield again. Moves around to clear up the vision. Creates a little room. It's a seam wide open. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Marshall. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your